Together, transition. The afternoon class passes. Once again, I found myself without a plan or for something to do after school, so I head to the library to return a couple of the books I finished reading. Yay! Finally! Walking inside, I see that there are about as many students here as there were on Tuesday, all the more evident from the almost total silence enveloping the room. What the fudge? As I drop the books I borrowed into the return slot in the counter, so Yuko suddenly pops up from behind it, quite startled from the banging they make as they hit the trolley next to her. Sorry Yuko. Didn't mean to startle you. She's always startled. No, that's fine. It happens a lot. I'm used to it by now. Sorry. Can I help you? It's okay. I think I know where everything is. Thanks. Anyway, I suppose I'll grab another book or two while I'm here. There's not much else to do, and after reading so much during my stay in the hospital, it's become a hard habit to break. I wandered down to the fiction section towards the back of the library, scanning the bookshelves for anything that catches my something that catches your eye. You're just looking for Hanako, I bet you. As I do, I look over the corner where Hanako had been the last time I was here, not really expecting anything to come of it. Oh, you did it again, Hisao. You did it again. Surprisingly though, she's there, absorbed completely in a fairly thick book. I decided against intruding on her like last time and get back to finding reading material. Oh, that's a dick move. After an indiscernible amount of time spent pursuing the aisles, I finally sat on a couple of books to get and slide them off the shelf. With a minimum of fuss, I quickly walk over to the counter and check out my books and pop them into my bag as I walk it out. By the time I leave the main building, sunset isn't too far away. A small trickle of students remain, but the majority have left, presumably to their homes and dorms. I guess I need to buy some supplies. I can't live off cafeteria food and eating out for my entire stay here. You're gonna be fat, Hisao. As I leave for the gate, I make a few loud stretches to try and stave off the tiredness that's accumulated over the week. Oh, hey! After passing through the rounding corner, though, I see a solitary figure walking downhill towards the small town below. The color of her hair and tapping of her cane are unmistakable. I quickly walk up to her, which seems to catch her attention without a word needing to be said. Hi, Lily. She takes a moment to place the voice, slightly adjusting her head to face a bit more towards the source of my voice as she does. Hisao? Yep, yeah. Nice. That's very cunning. She seems to have a good memory for voices. The fact that she actually remembered is a pleasant surprise. Good evening, what brings you here? Once again, she gives a small polite bow, and once again, I reply in kind before realizing that I needed to do so. Dude, that's a dick move, do it anyways. What if somebody drove by and was like, that guy's a dick? Just going into town, you? My, what a coincidence. Doing the same thing, I usually go shopping on Fridays. She pauses for a moment, suddenly looking a little lost. That said, Hanako usually comes into town with me. Not lost, but worried. The two do seem to be keep pretty close tabs on one another. It's kinda surprising that Hanako would just forget Lily like that. I noticed her reading in the library. She probably just got caught up in a book. She lets out a small sigh of relief. Thank you. She has a habit of doing that. A vid reader? Right. She doesn't like being around crowds of people, and so reading away from everyone lets her relax a bit. Although she probably didn't intend it, I can't help but grimace as I recall my first meeting up with her. Yeah, you freaking scared the crap out of her. Hardly wanting to bring it up, I remained silent as we quietly would continue to walk down the quiet road. Tack, 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 tack. Wait, I need a pencil for this. What's a pencil? Crap, it's too dark. With the road bereft of cars and the students of Yamaku increasingly far behind us, the quiet rustling of the leaves and the measured tapping of Lily's cane against the sidewalk are all that can be heard. It's kind of nice, especially compared to the hustle and bustle of where I used to live. Water break! Before I know it, I relax so much that I allow John escapes before I can control it. Tired. Why do you always ask me that? Of course, I'm yawning. Yeah, I've been Running ragged these past few days. That's an understatement, to be sure. Transferring into a different school would be bad enough, but nothing like this. Well, hopefully everything should settle down for you. The festival's got everyone in a spin right now, and you've been plopped right in the middle of things. For a moment I hesitate, but given her apparent tolerance for frankness, I decide to give my full thoughts. I guess Yamaku's kind of different though. I mean, the formality surrounding everything, the isolation around it, not to mention the most obvious difference. It's kind of a whole different mindset, I suppose. I'll get used to it though in time. She gives a matter-of-fact nod, apparently pleased with my answer. It feels almost as if she included me in the flock of students she's shepherding along the class 3-2 in Hanako. Well, not that I mind, it's nice to get the thoughts off my chest in any case. Looking on the bright side, one could see it as a chance for a new beginning. You should cherish the ability to make new friends. If I transfer it, I can't do that. I'm just like dead quiet. That's optimistic nonetheless. It's good to have a positive attitude about such things, I suppose. I guess that's a good take on it. Oh hey, we're in the town, I think. Look at that sign. That says stop. See? I know Japanese. No, I don't. I really don't. Walking on down the road, she seems to become somewhat unsettled before I can ask what's on her mind. She seems to collect herself and speaks up about something else. So, where in town were you going? That's actually a pretty good question. I'd come in to buy food, but the layout of the place is still totally foreign to me. I had intended to just wander around and see what I could find, but with sunset already approaching and nightfall not too far away, that doesn't seem very wise. Of course. I'm going to have to ask her for directions again. I was going to get some food, but now that you mention it, I don't really know the way. Well now, that is quite lucky. I was just about to go to the convenience store myself. Oh, why do I always make, like, excessive long end terms? Looks like I'll be on your care again then. Thanks. Together we walk to the store and my pace is carefully slowed to remain beside her. Compared to my usual walking pace, hers is quite a bit slower, but not that it's without reason. Is it a 7-Eleven store? Because it has the color of 7-Eleven? Orange, red, I think it's orange. And then this, what the heck is this? Aura Mart? Oh, that's the 7-Eleven. After what couldn't be more than several minutes, I catch sight of our objective. This town really is pretty small. Beer. Hey look, there's noodles. And some type of vinegar or something. Without further ado, we make our way inside with a greeting from the counter. Mind if I tag along with you? Usually Hanako would help me, but seeing as she's not here. It takes a moment before I realize what she... Oh my god, Hisao, you're really slow at this. Considering she wouldn't be able to read any of the labels, shopping without any help would be a big pain for her. That said, I can't shake the feeling that she'd had this idea since I said I was coming here. Sure, it'd be my pleasure. I grabbed 2 well-used red baskets from the small stack beside the entrance, handing out one to Lily. Oh, okay. Put your cane in the... I don't know. She lays it down on the ground, putting her school bag in it, retracting her cane and sliding it through the basket's handles before picking it back up in her right hand. Wait, if she doesn't use her cane... Before I can complete the thought, she comes beside me and pinches the cuff of my uniform in her slender fingers. Oh god. Is this alright? She looks unamused. Sure. I have no reason not to accept. I can think of worse things than shopping with a pretty girl holding on to me, even if it is not out of necessity. We navigate our way... My dog's really loud tonight. We navigate our way through the store with not one of the occasional passing customers seeming to bat an eyelid, considering how close